Hello everyone and welcome to today's show. Yo Blaised. Hi Daniel. Just getting the link shared out to a few places. Or trying to. So today is the Clash of Champions. It's for all the #1 contender matches and the HWA championship matches. Hey Zark. Okay, my computer does not want to seem to load for me right now. So, why wait? Here we go. Alright. Super Mario Glitch, I'm not sure. We got a whole bunch of new people. I'm not sure if we have you. Who's your character? Hey, D-Train. Hello, Feck. Okay, and we will start off with the Elimination Chamber for the #1 contender from Asylum. And it will be the men's Elimination Chamber to start us out. So the winner of that match next week will face the winner of the Elimination Chamber from Insanity. And then that winner will take on whoever is the HWA champion next week. So there's the card. We have the men's 6-man chamber, the women's. Then we have the #1 contender for the tag team for the men and the women. Then we have the men's #1 contender for the men and then the women. So let's get started. Okay, Daniel, you sit and watch. Because you're not quite high enough in the rankings yet, but I'm sure you'll be there before long. I don't know, Crazy J. Who's your character? I don't know, Chai Socks. We have all kinds of new people. Killing Time debuted on Sunday, I believe it was. Crazy J. So he has already debuted. And he won. He was in a triple threat and he won the match. Hello, Ed. Welcome to the stream. I can tell you all right now, we only have 1 slot left. So if you haven't already been downloaded and you want to be, you have to contact me right away so that I can get you today so that you can be on this weekend's show. But it will be only 1 person. Hi, Dwayne. Trisex says he has dibs. Alright, so in this elimination chamber, we have Dave Wall, Ripper Springheel, Haywire, Monster Sid, Paragon of Greatness, and Mordecai. So, they are in random order. I do not know how they will be entering. Oh, well, it looks like first coming to the ring for this is Mordecai. And I believe this is the first time he's been in the chamber since we've started. I may be wrong, but I think this is his first time. I know pretty much everybody else has been in the chamber before. And the way you get into the chamber is you have to be the top 6 in the rankings in Asylum. Or if you're on Insanity, then you have to be in the top 6 of Insanity. And we have coming to the ring next, Dave Wall. And he is the current, I believe he is the current Asylum champion. And he's carrying his belt to the ring. Let's see. Yes, he is the current Asylum champion. He defended it on Saturday. And he will do that again next Saturday. And our third competitor for this match is none other than Ripper Springheel. And he is an ex-HWA champion. He had the title and lost it, and I'm sure he wants it back. Hi, She-Hulky. No, he does not, Ed. He lost it to Terrell this past weekend. Sunday sometime. And the fourth competitor is Haywire. And he is a member of Afflicted Asylum. Of course, Dave, who already came in, is a member of Warrior Nation. Yes, I'm sure he will come back for the belt, because he's still up there in the rankings. So, yeah, he's like in third place in the rankings, so I'm sure he'll be back. As a matter of fact, he will actually be in a chamber later on for Insanity for the HWA title, Ed. And the 5th competitor is Paragon of Greatness. And yes, folks, he is in green, because when he sees himself, he will think of pickles. I know you're probably all wondering why, but it's kind of an inside joke, so I decided I was going to put him in green. Hi, Jake. Jew, hello. And the final competitor for this match is the monster Sid. So it looks like Sid and Paragon will be starting us off for this chamber. Hello, Maggie Mary. Welcome. Okay, I'm not the only one that hears that, and it's every time that Sid comes into the ring, so I'm going to have Uncommitted look at his entrance. Because I heard it last week, too. Alright, and there's the bell. Paragon goes right after Sid with a bunch of forearms. And a big punch to the gut. He's going up to the second rope. Does a big splash but misses. Sid kicks him and pulls him to his feet. And slams him down. Giving him several fists. Big elbow to the jaw. Big headbutt by the Paragon. And a jump up forearm takedown. Lifts him up and slams him. And again. Looks like he's going for Suplex City. Yes, there is a size difference. Monster Sid is quite tall. And it's not like Paragon's a short man, but... And in 8 seconds, we will have our next competitor in the ring, folks. Big pile driver. And a big fist to the side of the face, a kick to the back, and in comes Haywire. Hello, Alfie, welcome. Big splash by Paragon, then he grabs Haywire and takes him down, does a spin on his back and slaps him in the head. Goes to grab Sid, but misses. Sid grabs him, puts him up, but he does 3 elbows and gets free. Then Haywire grabs him, throws him into the corner. Pulls him out and throws him back in, picks him up, and back slams him. Now Sid grabs Haywire and tosses him into the ropes, but they kind of bounce off each other, and then Haywire hits him with a couple forearms, goes back to Paragon, throws him into the ropes, and then does a clothesline. Tries to kick Sid, but misses, and Sid hits him with a couple of punches. And comes over, hits him with one on top of the head. And then just several punches to the head. 8 seconds, the next competitor will be in. Paragon grabs Sid and throws him into the corner. Haywire does a big splash on him. Paragon goes to grab him, but Haywire reverses with a forearm takedown, and Ripper spring heel enters the ring, folks. Ripper's taken down by Sid. Haywire was going for a pin on Paragon, but only got a 1 count. Backbreaker by Sid on Ripper. Paragon's thrown Haywire out of the ring. Gives him a big boot and then a forehead takedown into the mat. While Sid has Ripper in a death grip, but loses it. But goes right back to work on Ripper, but Ripper reverses and does a takedown. Paragon throws Haywire back into the ring. He climbs in and kicks him. Ripper has reversed on Sid and is going for a pin. 1, 2, and a kick out. Paragon is working on Haywire, but Haywire reverses. Forearm to the back. And forearm takedown. 9 seconds, and the next competitor. 1, 2, 3. And Ripper eliminates Monster Sid. I think Ripper wants a chance of that title again. And Ripper tried to pin Paragon, but it did not work. And Mordecai comes in now. Ripper throws Haywire out. Mordecai goes over and tries to pin Paragon. 1. And a kick out. Ripper works on Haywire on the outside, but Haywire reverses. Paragon reverses and slams Mordecai. Does that big belly spin on Mordecai's back. And smacks him in the face. And Haywire is now working on Ripper on the outside. Big takedown by Haywire. And a knee breaker by Paragon on Mordecai. Several kicks and backhand slaps. He's got Ripper up against the cage. Pulls him out. Picks him up. And just runs and slams his back into the cage. And he's going for a pin. 1, 2, and a kick out by Ripper. Paragon going for a pin. Only got a 1 count. And in 5 seconds, our last competitor will be in the ring. It looks like Haywire may have just made Ripper bleed. Ripper kicks out. Dave is working on Paragon. Mordecai goes to the outside of the ring to check out that action. Tries to hit Haywire, but misses. Now he kicks Haywire along with Ripper. Ripper hits Mordecai, knocks him down. Dave has that camel clutch on Paragon, trying to make him submit. Ripper takes down Mordecai. No submission. Dave is going to the top rope. No, he's going to the top of the pod. And big body splash onto Paragon by Dave. And I heard the bell, but I'm not sure what happened. Oh, okay, that was an elimination by Dave on Paragon. So Dave is now going to work on Haywire, and Mordecai is working on Ripper on the outside. But Ripper reverses and slams Mordecai into the pod. Takedown and a cover by Dave. 1, 2, and a kick out by Haywire. Mordecai going for the pin, but the ref isn't paying attention. 1, 2, and a kick out. Haywire has Dave up on his shoulders and drops him onto the mat. Mordecai sends Ripper back into the ring. So now all the men are back in the ring. Forearm smash to Ripper's face by Haywire. And picks him up and slams him. Mordecai is working on Dave. Wall throws him out of the ring. 1. And only a 2. Oh, that was a 2. I guess I missed the first one. But big elbow drop on the back of Ripper. Oh! Mordecai just put Dave through the pod. And a cover. 1, 2. And a kick out by Ripper. Mordecai is dragging Dave out of the pod back onto the metal. Goes for the pin. 1. And a kick out by Dave. Haywire has Ripper in a submission move, but did not submit. He's going for the cover though. 1, 2, and a kick out by Ripper. Ripper gets up, reverses. Mordecai is still working on Dave, but Dave just slammed him in headfirst into the cage. And Ripper just eliminated Haywire. Dave takes down Ripper. 1, 2. Mordecai covered for the pin and only got a 2. Dave takes him down again. This time he goes for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out again by Ripper. Dave goes over and smacks Mordecai into the pod. Dave just drew blood on Mordecai. Mordecai and Ripper are both down. Up. Dave pulls him up, but Ripper throws Dave back into the ring. Grabs him by the arm and pulls him up. Dave reverses, punches him in the face. Ducks under a clothesline, but catches the next one. Rip recovers. 1, and a kick out right away. Mordecai's up and back in the ring. Dave blocks and punches him, but Ripper reverses. Now Mordecai's going to work on Dave. Now they're both teaming up on Dave. Ripper Fireman's carries. Mordecai puts him down, pulls him up, goes to kicking but misses. Mordecai goes to punching but misses. Ripper throws Mordecai into the corner. And 2 big boots to the back of Mordecai. Dave swinging at the air. Big boots to the chest on Mordecai by Ripper, but Dave comes up behind Ripper and face plants him into the mat. Then he goes for the cover. 1, 2, And a kick out by Ripper. Pulls Ripper to his feet. Tucks his arm under. Leg sweeps and slams him. And Dave eliminated Ripper. So we are now down to Dave, Wall, and Mordecai. Big boot to the chest. Got him in a chokehold. Finally lets go of that chokehold. Dave picks him up, but Mordecai reverses. Trying to break that arm. Punches him. Clotheslines him out of the ring. Over the ropes. Climbs out. Kicks but misses. Several forearms to the top of the leg there. Working that leg hard. Pulling him to his feet. Throws him into the pod. Hits him up against the pod. Then slams him into the ring post several times. Slams him into it again. And again. Oh, and again. Oh, this is getting brutal. And more. He just steady slammed him right into that corner post. Face first. Up. Dave reverses and throws Mordecai into the ring. Kicks him in the chest. Climbs up onto the top rope. Nope. Heads up to the top of the pod. Comes back down onto the ropes. Gets back in the ring. Forearm by Mordecai. Got him draped over the ropes and over his shoulders and brings him forward and slams him face first into the mat. Forearm to the face. Suplex. Forearm takedown. And waits for Dave to get to his feet. Then a big boot to the face. And your winner, Mordecai. Okay, so the Asylum #1 contender for next week is Mordecai. And he's got the blood dripping down his face. Thank you, Alfie. There he is, very proud of himself. And our next match will be the female elimination chamber, where I'm sure you won't see no blood, but I'm sure it'll be just as brutal as this match was. And in that match we have, it's like the battle of the S's here, Speranza, Sasha Camaro, Tiana, She-Hulk Chick, Sweets T, and Shannon Wall. They're all S's but Tiana. So, any predictions from the chat on who might win this match? Okay, Crazy Jay, we have Killing Time, and he will be on Sunday's show. He was on this past Sunday's show if you want to go back and watch. He was in a triple threat match. I'm afraid to ask this, but who is Curtis's dream girl? Bad Jan is calling for She-Hulk chick for the win. Alfie is calling for Tiana or Sweets for the win. Whatever Saturday's or Sunday's date was, I don't know off the top of my head. I think it was like the 19th, 18th, something like that. Yes, it was the 18th, because Saturday was St. Patrick's Day and it was the 17th, so it was the 18th. Chai is for Shannon. So we got some for Shannon, we've got some for Sweets, we've got some for Tiana. We had one, I believe, for She-Hulk chick. There's Daniel's going for She-Hulk chick. Chai Shocks is going for Shannon. And the match is just about loaded. Okay, here we go, down to ringside. And no, I do not know in which order they will be entering. So it'll be as much a surprise to me as it is to you. And it looks like She-Hulk chick in her new outfit will be making her way to the ring first. I know on Sunday, Uncommitted was trying to work with her to break her curse. She won her first match and then fought one hell of a second match against Crazy Lady. It was a submission match, but it was really good. Unfortunately, She-Hulk wasn't able to win that one, so don't know if the curse is broke, but we will see. Hey, Cassie, nice to see you here. Thank you. Mark, hello. And following her to the ring is Shannon. It's okay, Mark. Happy to have you here. Fred! Hey, buddy! And the third competitor making her way to the ring is Sasha Camaro. Sorry if I don't sound so excited. Not that big of a fan of Sasha. But hey, we all have those that we love to hate. This computer of mine is really making me aggravated. And our fourth competitor. To make her way to the ring is Sweet Tea. I have to say, I was starting to wonder if maybe mother and daughter were going to be the first two to face off in the ring. But with Sweet's making that entrance. I will put her in a pod and not starting the match. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the new belt that I designed and made. And we gave the other one a break. So you all get to look at it. And no, this Elimination Chamber is not for that title. And making her way to the ring now, she is half of the Fabulous Twins. She is Tiana. Also, I believe she's called Daddy's Little ATM. So that leaves our final competitor in this match to be Speranza. And she debuted her new look last week. Lucius says he sees his girl Maggie May getting that title. Well, we'll see, Lucius. We will see. Could happen. And there's the bell, and we are off on this match. Tiana grabs Speranza and slams her into the mat. Giving her a couple slaps. Picking her up, and Speranza reverses. Big knee to the face of Tiana. Another big knee. Takes Tiana and throws her into the ropes. Picks her up and lets her flip over and slam on her back. Picks her up. Goes for a move, but Tiana reverses and comes with a big punch to the face of her own. Then a big back flip onto Speranza's back. Sets her up. Gets her up and forearms. Then punches her. Throws her into the ropes and clotheslines her. She's going to the top rope. Big elbow to the gut and a pin. 1, 2, and only a 2. She kicks out. And our next competitor will be... looks like it will be Sweet. Tiana's got Speranza in a pin. 1, 2, and a kick out. Sweet Tea goes right to work on her daughter Tiana. Throws her into the ropes, but Tiana comes back and reverses. Forearm and a kick. Grabs her by the head and slams her into the mat. Speranza's standing there watching. Then Tiana just turned and went to work on her, taking her down. Now she's going back to work on her mom. Picks her up and slams her again. Staying with Sweet Tea, she gets her in a headlock. But Speranza comes over to try to break it up, but doesn't. Flips her over by her head. Does that big move. Big double knee takedown. 1. And only a 1. Does a total world flip and throws her mom to the side. Goes back to work on Speranza. Big takedown. Cover. 1, 2, and 6 seconds. Our next competitor will be in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Who will it be? Looks like it's Shannon. Sweets is going for a cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Speranza. Shannon goes over, picks up Tiana, and slams her onto the mat. Grabs her by the head, sets her up, and kicks her in the back. And Speranza just threw Sweet Tea out of the ring. Big leg by Shannon, now the cover. 1, and a kick out by Tiana. Oh, big back slam into the chest of Sweet Tea on the outside. Tiana reverses and takes down Shannon. Oh, Speranza slamming Sweet Tea into the pod 3 times. And a 4th. That one almost looked like it could have knocked her out. Tiana's going to work on Shannon. Now Sweet has reversed, but now Speranza reverses, and in 5 seconds, our next lady will be in. And that will be She-Hulk. She-Hulk enters the ring and starts swinging at nothing. Looks like Speranza and Shannon are both working on Sweet Tea, and She-Hulk is working on Tiana. But Tiana reverses, throws her into the ropes, and then there's a big clothesline takedown. Speranza's to her feet and working on Shannon. Several headbutts. Throws Shannon down. Sweets goes to 1. Nope. Sweets goes. Oh, she kicks Shannon. Speranza kicks her. Tiana is working on She-Hulk. There's an elbow to the back. Big backflip onto the mat. Sweets is working on Shannon. Pulls that arm out, but Speranza comes over there and hits her and slams her into the ring post again. She-Hulk rolls out and reverses on Tiana. And in 9, 8, 7, our last competitor will be in, and we have not had an elimination yet, folks. And here she comes. Sasha Camaro. Runs in and then out the other side. And she just stands there watching Speranza and Sweet Tea. All 3 ladies in the ring. 1, 2, 3, and there's our first elimination. Speranza eliminates Sweet Tea. And we have Shannon working on Tiana now. Speranza throwing She-Hulk into the pod, punching her. Then she backs up and spears her through the pod. Fans are going crazy. Shannon reverses on Tiana. Sasha just stands and watches what's going on, which isn't actually a bad move. Shannon reverses and takes down Tiana. Waits for her to get to her feet. Sasha runs over for the cover on She-Hulk. 1, 2, and a kick out. Shannon covers. 1, 2, and a kick out. Esperanza throws Sasha into the pod. Gets up on her shoulders, spins around, and does a neck scissor takedown. Tiana's pointing to the outside, Shannon's to the outside, everybody's to the outside. Oh, Tiana's back in. Esperanza threw her back in and came in after her. Shannon takes down She-Hulk. Esperanza's working on Tiana. Now she's doing some running in place in the ring. Waits for Tiana to get up. Sasha slams Shannon into the pod, and then she starts scaling the cage. What is she going to do? Oh, big splash on Shannon. Big leg. Tiana reverses on Esperanza, covers her. 1, 2, and a kick out by Esperanza. She-Hulk's was working on Sasha, but Sasha reversed with a big kick to the back of the knee. Blocks the punch and kicks her in the front of the knee. Throws her into the ring, hitting Tiana and Esperanza. Tiana covers again. 1, 2, 3, and Tiana eliminates Esperanza. Yes, they are, Taju. They are hardcore. Tiana makes the cover on Shannon. 1, 2, 3, and Tiana with her second elimination in a row. So now we only have Tiana, She-Hulk, and Sasha left in the ring. She-Hulk's trying to get to her feet in the corner. Big boot to the back of the head by Tiana on Sasha, and now she's going to come over and yank, toss She-Hulk off of the ropes, and comes over with a big backhand, forearm kick, ties her up and slams her down to the mat. Sasha comes over, getting ready to cover, but Tiana covers. 1, 2, and a kick out by She-Hulk. Sasha again trying to work on She-Hulk, but Tiana pushes her out of the way. But she comes in this time and gets a hold of She-Hulk and throws her into the corner. Puts her foot up to the throat of She-Hulk and chokes her out. And she walks around like she's the greatest thing ever. Tiana working on She-Hulk. Now she goes for a cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by She-Hulk. Sasha brings her to her feet, kicks her, face plants her into the mat. So Sasha eliminates She-Hulk. She's up on the top rope, waiting for Tiana to get to her feet. Could this be it? Or not, since she's just standing there waiting still. She jumps down, Tiana gets her. Double knee takedown. There's one arm behind her back and then flips her onto her back, holding the other arm down with her foot and kicks it. Oh, she's trying to break that arm. Forearm, takes her down, covers her. 1, 2, and a kick out by Sasha. Pulls her up. Sasha reverses with a big punch, but then Tiana reverses, moves Sasha to her feet, kicks her in the gut, wraps her arms around and slams her into the mat. Waits for Sasha to get to her feet. Sasha reverses. Mark, She-Hulk's been eliminated. Sasha throws her in to the corner, but Tiana reverses with 2 elbows to the face. Gets her up. Sasha reverses. Turns Tiana and throws her into the corner. Face first into the turnbuckle. Leg sweep takedown. Covers 1, 2, and a kick out by Tiana. Big forearm takedown by Sasha. Rolls her over. Covers. 1, 2, and a kick out by Tiana. Yes, she might want to wash that hand when she's done. Kicks. Slant headbutt into the mat. Covers her again. 1, 2, and a kick out by Tiana. Sasha has to be getting frustrated by this time. Big kick to the ribs. Pulls her back. Another big kick to the ribs. She's going up to the top rope. Telling Tiana to get to her feet. Yep. Tiana's tough. Hi, Shifty. Welcome to the stream. And I think Sasha's just waiting too long. Oh, she comes over. Gives Tiana a punch to the head, and now she's dancing for the fans. Goes over, lifts up Tiana. Goes over to the ropes. And clotheslines her on the ropes. Tiana kicks out. She goes for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Sasha. This has been one hell of a match. Needed it back. Now, Tiana's running in place. Stops, turns, looks at Sasha laying there. Sasha reverses. Takedown. Waits for Tiana to get up. Sasha reverses. Flips her over, covers. 1, 2, and a 3. And our winner is Sasha Camaro. Wow. I did not see that coming. So, the number 1 contender for the HWA Women's Championship from Asylum is Sasha Camaro. So next week she will take on the winner of the Elimination Chamber from Insanity, which will be held later today. And the winner of that will take on the HWA Female Champion for the title. Oh yeah, Alfie, you should be. Those twins are tough. They are not to be messed with. And she lasted 15 minutes and 20 seconds. So yes, she is one hell of a fighter. And once again, folks, there she is, the winner of this match, Sasha Camaro. And our next match will be the number 1 contender for the men's tag team. The winner of this match next week will take on the champs for the title. And we have the Cleaners taking on the Entrepreneurs. And the cleaners are AC Wall and CA Smith. And the entrepreneurs are none other than Lord Amadeus and Griffith Davian. This should be an interesting match. The cleaners have been cleaning up since they've been here. And they just haven't got a hold of those titles yet. And I'm sure they want to. While the entrepreneurs had the titles and defended them several times before they lost them. So I'm sure they want them back. So this should be a very interesting match. Yes, Mark, she was. Sasha was in for a while despite coming out last, but let's face it, Tiana was in there a bit longer than Sasha. I think that's supposed to be Shades, Daniel, and if that's the case, you are picking the cleaners. The cleaners are in purple and black. And the entrepreneurs are in red, blue, and black. One in red, one in blue, both in black. You are correct, Ju. They are two of the best teams in HWA. I agree with you 100%, Shifty. I would love to see mixed tags. And I would also love to see female Royal Rumbles. Right now, the most that we can do, I believe, is an 8-woman match. And making their way to the ring, they are the cleaners. They are AC Wall and CA Smith. And C.A. Smith is the one who has his hair up in what you could call a ponytail. If you can really call it that, but that's him. Yes, Fred. You and your partner, John the Revelator, are the current tag team champions here in HWA. Yes, the man bun. And coming to the ring now, they are the entrepreneurs. Yes, they are kindred. They are LA, or Lord Amadeus, and Griffith Davian. Hello, Omar Wolf. Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. That's because you're awesome, Fred. Cassie. Okay, all four men are in the ring, and it is time to get this show started. CA goes after Griff, and LA goes after AC. Sorry, folks, I'll call him LA, because that's what I always call him. But he is Lord Amadeus. LA with a takedown and a knee to the arm. Griff slams CA into the mat. Rolls him up. Stands up. Big takedown by LA. And a neck breaker by Griff. Now he shoves his boot into the throat of CA Smith. LA with a big forearm to the back on AC. And now LA goes to work on CA. AC is on the outside. LA gets out of the ring, goes and grabs the ladder, gets it into the ring. Good idea. Let Griff finish off CA while he goes up and gets that case for the title shot. Oh, Griff! LA just smacked Griff with the ladder. Oh. That wasn't cool, but hey, sometimes stuff happens. Now, CA is working on Griff, and AC is working on LA. He gets him up and slams him into the ladder. Oh, sorry, AC. Now, Griff has reversed on CA. He's grabbing the ladder and he's going to set it up, I think. Unless he's going to hit his partner back. No, he sets it up. And up the ladder he goes. LA is working on AC on the outside. CA is getting to his feet slowly. LA props AC on the wall and kicks him. But CA gets back into the ring. LA sees him and knocks him off the ladder. Griff goes back up and goes to work on that case some more. AC sees it, comes in, starts hitting Griff from behind. LA throws out CA, but AC pulls Griff off the ladder. Griff grabs him, tosses him into the corner. LA climbs the ladder and starts to work on the case. That's teamwork, folks. Griff has him up and drops him, but CA is back in, closes the ladder up, and LA is just hanging. Griff knocks down CA. Goes to the corner. Yo, why don't you go get the ladder and help your partner? Picks him up. I believe LA's a little hurt from that fall. Big boot to the face of C.A. Smith by Griff. Griff grabs the ladder. Goes to set it up, but AC comes in from behind with a kick. LA reverses on CA, gives him a kick to the back, but he reverses with 2 elbows. AC has Griffin up and down into a knee breaker. LA throws CA out of the ring, grabs the ladder, hits AC with it twice. CA fights and takes it away from LA, and then hits him with it. Sets it up. Heads up that ladder. He's working on that case. LA sees him. He goes up the ladder. Griff goes on the other side. They are both working on AC Smith. LA has him up on his shoulders. He's starting to come down the ladder. And he just jumps down. But Griff goes over to kick him, but he catches his leg and kicks him back. C.A. Smith is back into the ring now. Takes LA down. AC throws Griff out of the ring. C.A. elbows LA and throws him out of the ring. Now AC is up working on that case, and it should be pretty loose with all the work that the entrepreneurs did on it. And your number 1 contender for next week is the Cleaners. So, if later on today, Bad Attitudes defeat the Circle and retain their title, they will next week face the Cleaners. Otherwise, the Circle will face the Cleaners. And our next match will be the females tag team #1 contender. And those teams will be the Fatal Beauties and the Fabulous Twins. The Fatal Beauties are Ann Bonnie and Missy Canuck. And the Fabulous Twins are, of course, Tiana and Dakota. So we will see what happens in that match. Here we go. And congratulations to the cleaners. And there they are, Ann Bonnie and Missy Canuck. And on the other side, you have Tiana and Dakota. Tiana is in the blue and Dakota is in the pink. No, I got that backwards. My fault. Dakota is in the blue and Tiana is in the pink. And I'm pretty sure you can tell apart Ann and Missy, given they are both wearing black. Missy has the brown hair. And, of course, Alfie is going for the twins for the win. Well, Alfie, I guess you really want to face them? Because right now, you and your tag partner are the current tag team champions. Of course, you have a match later today. See if you retain those titles. Hello, Gold. Welcome to the channel. If you like what you're seeing, please hit that likes up. And hit that little subscribe button and ring that bell so you will get notifications of when we are live. And it's a good thing I'm having trouble with my computer right now, Mr. Gold, or you would not be here anymore. That comment you made that I don't believe the chat seen. Oh, maybe they did. Was not appropriate. Okay, let's get down to ringside. Sorry about that, folks. Very true. Very true. And there they are, folks. The Fatal Beauties. And they were the former tag team champions. And they defended those titles more than anyone has defended any of the titles that we have here in the HWA before they encountered their loss. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little impartial to that team, considering who's on it. But of course I have my own team, so... Oh, I knew that, D. Without a doubt, you were going for the Fabulous Twins. Okay, and all four ladies are in the ring and ready for action. Dakota goes after Missy and Tiana goes after Ann. Tiana takes Ann down. Dakota has Missy up and does a backbreaker. And then stretches her out. And reverses on Tiana. Runs over to the ring, comes back. Big leg scissor face plant into the mat. Missy reverses on Tiana. Big stomping on the back of the neck by Ann to take down Tiana. Missy went outside but was caught by Tiana. Tries to hit her in the back but misses. It hits her in the front, picks her up, does a backbreaker, and again stretches her out. And Dakota has Missy, Tiana has Ann up and takes her down. Dakota and Missy are on the outside. And Dakota is really beating the heck out of Missy right now. And gets caught. Big knee to the face. And tried to do a bear hug, but Tiana reversed. And I believe Missy reversed on the outside. I can't see a whole lot with the barricade there. But it looks like she's in charge on the outside. Yes. Big kick to the side of the face by both Missy and Ann. But Tiana reverses Ann, throws her into the ropes, and comes to a big forearm takedown. And I believe Tiana reversed on Missy and took her down. Dakota has Ann up. Slams her back first into the top turnbuckle. But Missy reverses on Dakota. Kicks her in the face. Gets her up. But Dakota does a leg scissor takedown. Tiana is waiting for Ann to get to her feet in the ring. Dakota grabs Missy by the hair and just tosses her aside. Now she goes over, grabs the ladder, closes it up, and pushes it into the ring. But it hits and just teetering there on the side of the ring. While Dakota just looks at it. I guess she's trying to figure out what to do with it. Tiana throws Ann out of the ring. Missy gets back in the ring, grabs Dakota, tosses her into the ropes. Oh, she missed her timing big time on that kick. Dakota reverses, spears Missy, but takes her sister down too. Backs up, picks up the ladder. Takes it to the middle and sets it up. Here comes Missy, but Dakota catches her, throws her out of the ring. Goes out after her. Tiana's going up the ladder. Ann's on the outside, setting the ladder up from the barricade to the ring, but she hurries and gets back in the ring. Goes after Tiana from behind. Looks like Missy may be working on Dakota now on the outside. Dakota reverses with big two boots. She gets back in the ring, goes after Ann, but not soon enough. Tiana falls to the mat. She throws Ann out of the ring. Dakota climbs up the ladder, starts working on the case. Ann and Missy are both down. Tiana is down. Dakota has all the time in the world to get that case. And Ann finally to her feet, sees her, runs to get back in. Missy gets up, runs to get back in. Hits her from behind. Missy climbs up the other side, punches her in the gut. They are double teaming Dakota. Now Tiana gets back in the ring. But not before Dakota gets sent to the mat. And picks up Tiana, slams her, knocks down a ladder. Missy's hanging from the case. And Ann's going to the outside. Picks up another ladder. Missy finally lets go and falls to the mat hard. Tiana and Dakota are both to their feet. Dakota picks up Ann. Missy rolls to the outside and is laying on the floor. Tiana picks up a ladder and brings it over. Tries to hit Ann but misses. Throws it down. Picks up the other ladder. Holy shit. Dakota has Ann down. Working on her. It looks like Missy may be starting to stir on the outside. Dakota's going to the top rope. Deanna's heading up the ladder. Missy sees it, runs around, trying to get back in. She goes over. Hits Tiana from behind. Tiana lets go of the case. Missy works on her again. Dakota's working on Ann. Oh, she kicked Missy down to the floor. Here comes Dakota with a big kick. Pulls Missy up. Throws her over the rope. Grabs her by the head and pulls her back in. Twists her and pulls her in by her head and slams her down onto the mat. Tiana's still working on the case. Throws Misty out of the ring again. But there's your winner, folks. The Fabulous Twins. Congratulations to the Fabulous Twins. Next week, they will face the winner of the Vicious Vixens and Double Trouble for the title. Right now, Double Trouble are your current tag team champions, but later they will be defending them against the Vicious Vixens. So we will see if they will retain those titles. Yeah, I know, D. They are fabulous. Please. Alright. Our next match will be the men's number one contender. Oh, mouse won't do that. Last week we seen John the Revelator and Twisted win the Elimination Chambers. Now they are going to face off. And the winner in this match will later on today take on Chance Harper for the title. So, this should be interesting. I do believe John has previously held the HWA Championship and lost it and really wants it back. Twisted, however, has never held it, and I'm sure he would love to get his hands on it. And we got Maverick calling for John for the win. Oh, don't be so sure of yourself there, Miss Elfie. You didn't retain those titles this week yet. The Vicious Vixens could very well beat you guys and take those titles. Daniel Dino is calling for Twisted. Ed is calling for Twisted. I'm not trash talking, I'm just stating a fact. They didn't retain those titles yet. They do have to take on the Vicious Vixens in a little while. And the Vicious Vixens could very well win them belts. Wouldn't be the first time they've held them. They were our very first champions. Making his way to the ring. He is the current... Wait a minute. Yes, he is the current tag team champion. Well, half of the tag team champion. He is John the Revelator. And I know his tag partner was out in the chat earlier, which is Fred Star. But right now, Jon wants a shot at that HWA title. Oh, I'm sorry, Elf. It looked like you said it was going to be against you and Raven, which means you're pretty much saying you've already got the match won later on. That's why I said what I said. And remember, folks, if you like what you are seeing, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe and ring that little bell so you get notifications of when we are live. And his opponent for this match is Twisted from the Afflicted Asylum. Now, if you had tuned in on Sunday, you seen there was a stable battle that ended the matches, that ended the show that was not finished. That will be the first match this coming Saturday. And that was featuring Afflicted Asylum taking on Eternity. I'm sure you do plan on winning there, Elf. But I'm pretty sure Vicious Vixens could say they are planning on winning it too. But now we have both men in the ring. And there's the bell. Twisted gets out of the ring really fast. Grabs the ladder. Puts it in the ring. Climbs in. Grabs Jon. Takes him down, kicks him. Sets him up. Forearm smash. Then he gets him up and back slams him onto the mat. Yes, it will, Elf. Yes, it will. Twisted throws him into the ropes, but he doesn't even bounce off of him. Comes back, grabs him, and takes him down face first into the mat. Then he grabs Twisted and throws him into the ring. Comes back. Twists him all up and slams him down on the mat. Twisted reverses and takes him down with a forearm. Jon reverses. Fireman's carry. Picks him up. Big forearm across the side of the face. Gets from behind, but two elbows by Twisted to Jon. Gets him out of that. And then a big double kick to the chest. Takes down Jon, but Jon reverses with a punch to the gut. Leg sweep. Headbutt into the mat. Block the forearm and hit him with one of his own. Jon reverses, takes him down. Well, this is going to be brutal. Either one of these men. And a backbreaker by Jon on Twisted. And as he rolls out of the mat, he takes the ladder out with him, but comes to his senses and gets back in. Jon goes out. Comes back in. Grabs Twisted. Turns his head and slams him into the mat. Hello, Shooter. Welcome to the stream. Picks him up. Elbow to the back of the neck. Gets Jon up. Jon is kicking. And he's holding him. Look at the power by Twisted. And then just feet falls backwards onto the mat. And goes under the apron, up on the top rope, and an elbow to the chest of Jon. Pulls Jon to his feet. Jon reverses. Forearm to the forearm. Or shoulder, excuse me. Big kick to the back. Not sure what he was grabbing at there, but now he's doing an eye rake. And a big forearm to the back. Leg sweep takedown. Grabs Twisted by the head and just pounds him into the mat 3 times. Pulls him up. Gets him up, but Twisted reverses. And takes Jon down. Jon's crawling to the ropes. Up to 1 foot. Oh! Big clothesline right over the top rope by Twisted. Now he jumps to the apron. Oh, does a backflip but misses Jon. Jon gets up and kicks him. Jon heads over to the ladder. Closes it up. Gets it in the ring. Twisted's coming around behind after him. Decides to go the other way. Jon sets up the ladder. Twisted punches him. Gets him up, but Jon reverses. Leg sweep takedown. Forearm to the chest, or elbow to the chest. And up the ladder Jon goes. Oh, he's all the way up to the top. Big elbow drop to the chest of Twisted. Off the top of the ladder. And he picks him up. And slams him down, taking him down the ladder. Grabs the ladder. Sets it up instead of hitting Twisted with it a few times. Back up the ladder Jon goes. This time he's going to work on the case. Twisted crawls to the corner. Drags himself up with the ropes. Heads up the other side of the ladder. Jon sees him, blocks him, punches him in the face. Grabs him by the head. Goes up another step. And off the ladder they go onto the mat. Jon's back to his feet, back up the ladder. Crowd is going crazy. Jon's working on the case. Twisted is still down on the mat. Up. He rolls over, crawls over to the corner. Uses the ropes to get to his feet. Comes up the other side of the ladder. Jon sees him, starts going down. Ducks the punch, but misses the backhand. Hits him with the second one. 2 elbows. Headbutts him into the ladder. Throws him off the top. Goes back to work on the case. Twisted once again, crawling to his feet at the ropes. Leaning up against them. Trying to get his breath while Jon is working on that case. And your winner of this match, Jon, the Revelator. So next week he will get his shot at the title. We have one more match and then I will have to reset up the show. And we will actually get to the title matches after the 2 elimination chambers. Yes, you did, D. You called it. You said Jon would be the winner. So let's see if you're this good in the next match, which I already know who you're going to be going for. We have Cassie, Madam Red, taking on Speranza. And once again, there he is, your new #1 contender for the HWA Championship title, Jon, the Revelator. Well, come on, D. What's your pick for the next match? You're going for Cassie. Ah, not going to say I'm wrong, are you? In this match, as you see, we have Cassie Madam Red taking on Speranza for for the #1 contender for the Women's HWA Championship title. And I am correct. D is going for Cassie, and Daniel is going for Cassie. Oh, I'm sure, D. Just like I suppose when Raven enters the room, white and black are your favorite colors. And when Sweets comes in, black and purple are your favorite colors. Could be. Very well could be, Daniel. All right, here we go. Down to the ring. And making her way to the ring is Cassie Madam Red. She's just gone crazy lately. She's got all kinds of title shots. Yeah, I'm pretty good at catching those things. And her competitor for this match she is Speranza. And she is the current female Asylum champion. And I believe she's defended that title 3 times now. Okay, both ladies are in the ring. And it is time to get down to the fighting. Well, we only have 1 ladder, but I'm going to go with it. They really only need 1, and it's there, so hopefully we won't have an issue. Speranza goes to work on Cassie. Big face plant into the mat. Reversal by Cassie. A reversal by Speranza. But Speranza reverses again and face plants. I'm sorry, Cassie reverses and face plants Speranza into the mat. And she's got her up. There's a backbreaker. Pulls her to her feet. And slams her. Arm drag toss. Reversed by Speranza. She runs into the rope. And completely misses that and gets caught in the ropes on her way down. Big kick to the leg of Speranza by Cassie. Cassie pulls her up. Rolls her into the ropes and misses. But is able to control Esperanza drapes her on the top rope and slingshots her back onto the mat. Now, Cassie's going up. Top rope. Oh, big elbow drop. Misses. Esperanza moves and misses her kick. But then she gets Cassie by the head, pulls her up. Big boot to the gut. Takes her down, picks her up, and big slam into the mat. Esperanza goes over. Second rope. Telling Cassie to get to her feet. Double knee to the chest. Then Esperanza goes to the second ropes and panders to the fans. Jumps back down. Forearm to the back of Cassie. Pulls her up by her head and slams her back right into the mat. Then she goes over. Climbs up to the top rope again. Big backsplash onto Cassie's chest. Waits for Cassie to get up. Several knees to each, or kicks to each side of Cassie, and then a big boot to the chest. Now she climbs out of the ring. Gets down. Comes over, grabs the ladder. Puts it back in the ring. Or puts it in the ring. Sets it up. Cassie's to her feet. Grabs Esperanza. Tucks her into a butterfly. Picks her up on her shoulders. But Esperanza reverses and takes down Cassie. Kicks her in the face. Waits for her. Big boot to the back of the head, knocking Cassie face first into the mat. And up the ladder Esperanza goes. Oh, she's on the top of the ladder. Big elbow to the back of Cassie. Pulls her up. But Cassie reverses. And then Esperanza reverses. Throws her in over the ropes. She's on the mat on the outside, and Esperanza goes up that ladder. Grabs that case and goes to work. I do not see any movement from Cassie as of yet on the outside. Hopefully she will start soon. Up, there she goes. She's up to her knees. Still trying to get up. She's up to her feet. Sees Esperanza, gets into the ring. And I believe this is over. So, the winner of this match is Esperanza. And next week she will get a shot at the HWA Women's Championship. Alright, folks, I will need to set up the next show. As soon as this match is complete. And, once again, your new #1 contender for the Women's HWA Championship, Esperanza. So we will start this one pretty much the same as the one we just watched, with the 2 elimination chambers for Insanity. The men, and then the women. Cassie goes to the back and grabs some vodka and starts drinking. Alright. Our first competitor from Insanity is Griffith Davian. And our second competitor is Agony. And the third competitor, Ansgard. followed by another member of Kindred, Terrell the Truth Johnson. And our fifth competitor, Mark Bilsma from Warrior Nation. And the final competitor for this match is another member of Warrior Nation. He is Pete Wall. We're going to give you the young looking one. There you have it, the 6 men for the men's Elimination Chamber for Insanity. Now we will be moving on to the women's. And the first competitor is Ann Bonnie, followed by this woman has not been losing, Crazy Lady, followed by someone that I know D-Train loves to hate, Jezebel. Followed by someone Uncommitted loves to hate, me. And yes, folks, I have a new look. Followed by someone Uncommitted loves to love, Raven. We'll leave her in the first outfit. And the final competitor for this is Missy Canuck, my daughter. How fun. No, folks, I did not make these matches up. Uncommitted made them up. But these are the top 6 ranked women in the HWA Insanity. That's why they are there. Okay, next we will have our Tag Team Championship match. Let me make sure I turn the titles on. I forgot to do that before. And we have the Vicious Vixens taking on our current champions, Enchanted Raven and Susie the Elf. Elf, we may need to work on getting you a second outfit. And there they are, the titles. How am I teasing? Tell me this, Lucius. Hello, Lindy. Welcome to the stream. And that match will be followed by the men's tag team championship match, where we will see the Circle, Ansgard, and Enoch taking on my brothers. Oh, not. There we go. Fred and John the Revelator. Oh. Now remember, just a little while ago, we just watched Jon win the #1 contendership for the HWA Championship. And he will now, in the next match, take on Chance Harper for that title. I may have said next week, but no, that is this week. And in a little after that, Speranza will be taking on Bad Jan for the women's title. And that will finish out our show, folks. This is really loading slow today for some reason. This is a one-on-one championship. Jon the Revelator against our current HWA champion, Chance Harper. These should all be some very good matches, I know that. And here we will see Speranza taking on our current champion in Bad Jan. Alright, folks, there it is. It's set. Now, as soon as it's done, we can get down to the action and find out who our champions are going to be. While this is loading, I'm going to give a shout out to some of the other channels real quick. First, we have Pillar to Post, hosted by Pete Wall, who just done RWO and ROW. I believe he's getting ready to change it. I'm not sure if he's changing the name. Next, we have Blaised Radio, hosted by none other than Blaze McCoy and Rex Rapolsky. Then we have Elite Xtreme Women, hosted by none other than Susie the Elf. Then we have Maverick Championship Wrestling, hosted by D-Train and Josh Taylor. Followed by Sports Lounge Studios, which consists of the GWA and the UCW. And that is hosted by Doug Bishop and Ed Ritter. Then we have Midwest Pro Wrestling, which is hosted by Bombpop Overdrive, also known as Mark or Scuzz. I'll make the announcement for you who's entering the ring, and then I'll go back to my list, or maybe not. Okay, then we have the Underground Circus, which is hosted by Yeti Bloodyard. Then we have, coming soon, Raging Chaos Wrestling, which is hosted by none other than Frozen Rage. Then we have Malicious Intent Wrestling, which is hosted by Anarchy Gaming, also known as Chance or Malice, and also sometimes Chris. Extreme Violence Wrestling, hosted by Tyler Black. Then Ben Wall and Dave Wall each have a channel. I do not know the name. I believe it's just under their names for right now. But check them out too. Then we have P1 Gaming or Broken Gaming channel, which are both controlled by Twitch. Then, of course, we have Valkyrie's Wrestling, hosted by none other than Blade Charge. We have PPF Gaming. And every Saturday night at 10 p.m. on Blog Talk Radio, you can catch Lord Amadeus on After Hours. And all those have been brought to you by me. Thank you. And the match still isn't even loaded yet. Well, as I said earlier in this stream, we have only one spot available for download, so we can add one more wrestler to our roster. Whoever is the first person to contact me and give me the information that I need to download will be that person. If you cannot contact me, I'm very sorry, but I'm really easy to get to. I am on Facebook. I am on Skype. So you can contact me. If you need my Skype, just say it in the chat and I will give it to you. And you are welcome, D-Train. My pleasure. And I'm not sure what you win, Lucius, but okay. Alright. Let's get down to this elimination chamber. Okay, Maverick says he's got 1 or 20, which I'm not exactly sure. No, this is not for D-Train, Omar. This is for HWA that I was talking about. We can only download one more character. Okay, making his way to the ring first. Oh, I didn't even recognize him. There has been some changes to him. He is Ansgar. He looks a bit meaner than he used to. Well, I will need your information, Chai Sox, if you want me to take your call. And making his way to the ring, he is your Insanity Men's Champion, Terrell the Truth Johnson. If you don't know how to contact me, or same with Chai Sox, if none of you know how to contact me, I'm sure someone that you know has me on Skype and can give you my information. Like I said, whoever gets to me first is the one that will be downloaded. I can possibly maybe squeeze in 2, but I can't promise. Because there is someone on the roster I would very much like to get rid of. But of course I will have to fight with Uncommitted to be able to make that happen. And the next competitor making his way to the ring. He was the current Insanity Champion. He is Agony. It's UNCOMMII TTED #1. That is my site. So I believe that was the third, or was it the fourth person to enter? I believe it was the third. So we have one more pod to fill. And the next competitor and the final one in the pod is Mark Pilsner. He is a member of Warrior Nation, and he is also half of the tag team known as the Raiders, I believe it is. Yes, I'm correct. So he is the final man into the pod. So the next two competitors will be the ones who start this match. I have to say, he looks so much better without that mask and everything on. But hey, that's me. Okay, and our fifth competitor, making his way to the ring, he is Pete Wall. And yes, we all know who he is. He has many names. Pete Wall, the Boogie Woogie Daddy, the Godfather. So that means I know who the final competitor is. Do you all remember? And the final competitor to make his way down to the ring, he is the Immortal One, Griffith Davian. He is also a member of Kindred. And yes, of course, he is my pick for this match. If not him, then at least John. One of the two. But, yes, he is the #1 pick. Once again, there he is, Griffith Davian. The final man into the chamber for this elimination chamber. So he and Mr. Wall, or I should say Pete, because there are... Okay, no, but... He and Pete Wall will face off first. They will start the chamber. I didn't see that you picked the winner, D-Train, but I could have missed it. I'm trying to watch it, but... Daniel don't want Pete winning. He wants other guys to win. Well, out of the 6 men in the chamber, 2 of them... No. 1 of them has held the HWA title previously. No, 2, because Ansgar held it too. Agony, of course, has held the Insanity title, but lost it. And we are off. Griff takes Pete down right away. Picks him up. Big boot to the chest. Lifts him up. Takes him down on the knees. Big kick to the chest of Griff. And he picks him up. But Griff reverses and head plants top of the head right into the mat. Kicks him down. Picks him up. Gets on top and just punches him. Throws off. Comes over and kicks him in the face. Gets him up, but Pete reverses. Takes him down and kicks him in the face. Oh, and again. And again. And gets on him for cover. 1. Really, Pete? You thought you were going to take him down that quick? Come on, even you should know better than that. Throws him into the ropes. And they bounce off each other. 10 seconds, our next competitor will be in. And again, bounce off the ropes. Bounce in the middle of the ring off the ropes. But Griff face plants him into the mat. And who will be our next competitor? It looks like it will be Ansgar. Griff has Pete up, takes him over, and throws him into the top turnbuckle. Ansgar then grabs Griff, throws him into the ropes. Big elbow to the face. Then Griff does that claw on his shoulder. But Griff fights his way out. And punches him in the gut, then in the face. Reversal by Ansgar. But Pete comes up behind him, picks him up, and tosses him like a sack. Big knee to the face of Griff by Pete. Griff throws Pete into the corner. Does several kicks to the ribs and then 1 to the face, and then Ansgar comes in from behind. Kicks Pete again and uses his knee on his chest. Griff picks Pete up. Pete catches him with boot, does a leg sweep, takedown, and kicks him in the chest several times. Then Ansgar grabs Pete, throws him into the corner. 7 seconds, our next competitor, folks. Slams him into the mat. Griff's to his feet, and who will be our next competitor? Pete has Griff up, throwing a backbreaker. Looks like it will be Terrell. Pete comes over, punches Terrell, picks him up, and tosses him. Ansgar throws Griff to the outside of the ring. Pete lifts up Terrell, picks him up, and backslams him onto the mat. Griff is in control of Ansgar on the outside. Ace boot to the face, just holding it. Big face plant into the knee of Pete, of Terrell. Big back toss by Pete on Terrell. Griff picks up Ansgar, knee to the chin, knocks him down, but he rolls right out of the next move. But Griff grabs him again, picks him up, holds him up, but Ansgar reverses, hits Griff in a butterfly and slams him onto the back, on his back onto the mat. And apparently Terrell had reversed on Pete inside the ring. They're going back and forth. Now Pete is in control. Ansgar is in control of Griff. And 5 seconds, our next competitor will be entering. Who will it be? Will it be Agony or Mark? And it will be Mark. Mark Belsma making his way into the ring now. We have 5 of our 6 in the ring, folks. Pete has... I don't know what he's doing to Mark, but he's doing something. Might be a claw. Ansgar covers Griff. 1, 2, 3. And Ansgar eliminates Griff. Okay. We have Ansgar laying on the outside. Terrell watching. And Pete trying to cover Mark. Ansgar comes up behind Terrell, but Terrell reverses and slams him down on the mat. Now Terrell's working on Pete, and Mark is working on Ansgar. Pete takes down Terrell, though. Mark Belsma does a backbreaker on Ansgar. Terrell's trying to get to his feet. 10 seconds, and our final competitor will be in the ring. Has him up and throws him right into the corner turnbuckle. Ansgar has Mark up, and here comes our final competitor. And slams him on the mat. Agony steps into the ring. Goes to work on Ansgar. Slams him. I'm sure Fred there is anxiously awaiting. Oh, never. Yeah, it's his tag match. What the heck? I'm looking at the wrong thing. No wonder. As I said, I am sure Fred is anxiously awaiting the tag title match. See if him and his partner John will retain those titles. Hello, Michael Jackson. Welcome to the stream. And we still have 5 competitors in. We have Ansgar picking up Pete and slamming him. We've got Mark Belsma going after Agony, and Terrell laying on his back in the mat. And a cover by Ansgar. 1, 2, and a kick out by Pete. Sorry, folks, trying to keep up with all the action, but a little bit tough. Apparently, I missed a pin attempt by Terrell. Ansgar has Agony, throws him out of the ring. Mark has Pete. Lifts him up. Spins him and slams him into the mat. Agony for the cover. 1. And a kick out by Ansgar. And another 2. And we have Mark Belsma eliminate Pete Wall. So we are down to 4. Mark is working on the face of Ansgar, and Terrell just got smacked in the face by Agony. Now, he reverses. And Mark comes over and interferes. Agony throws Terrell into the corner. Terrell reverses. Picks up Agony. Puts him in a tree of woe. And just chokes him out. Wow, Mark Belsma is slamming Ansgar into the cage. Terrell is going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Terrell has eliminated Agony. And we are down to 3. Oh, what the hell is going on there? Mark is walking around in air. We are glitching out here, people. Ansgar scaling the cage. Mark walking around in the air, and Ansgar comes down onto Terrell, and Mark finally fell out of the sky. Wall levitation, yeah. Ansgar for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Terrell. Then Mark kicks Terrell, then grabs Ansgar. Does a backbreaker. Oh, then a head slam into the chest of Ansgar. Covers. 1, 2, and a kick out by Ansgar. Arm to the back of Terrell 3 times. Picks him up. Terrell's kicking, but gets slammed into the mat. Ansgar stands and watches. Mark covers. 1, 2, and a kick out by Terrell. Yeah, right? Oh, Ansgar slams Mark into the pod hard. Then goes and drops an elbow on Terrell and covers him. 2, and a kick out. And he goes back to work on Mark. Now he's coming back over to Terrell, kicking him in the back. Pulls him up. Terrell reverses. Arm to the back of Mark 3 times. And he goes back over, kicks Ansgar. Kicks him in the chest, and again. Grabs him by the back of the throat. Picks him up and slams him face first into the mat. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Ansgar. Mark throws Terrell into the cage. Terrell turns, and they exchange forearms, and then Mark throws Terrell back into the ring. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Terrell. Ansgar gets back in the ring. Mark throws Terrell into the corner, then turns him around. Ansgar came to try and do a backhand chop on the back of Mark, but caught Terrell. Snake eyes by Mark on Terrell. Then he grabs Ansgar, throws him into the corner, but Ansgar kicks out, comes up, picks up Mark, and slams him onto the mat. Picks him up again. Terrell's trying to get to his feet. Big forearm takedown. Cover. 1, 2, 3, and Ansgar eliminates Mark. So we are down to our final 2. We have Ansgar and Terrell the Truth. And a kick out by Terrell. Ansgar's going to the top rope. Double knees to the chest of Terrell. And he kicks his arm, picks him up, throws him into the corner. Terrell comes with an elbow to the forehead and busts Ansgar open. And he takes him down, picks him up. Big forearm to the side of the face, and he squeezes the sides of his head like he's trying to squeeze his brains out. And slams him face first into the mat. Waits for him to get up. Gets behind him. Picks him up, butterflies, and face plants him into the mat. Covers him. 1, 2. And a kick out by Ansgar. Elbow to the gut of Terrell. Spear. And we have your winners, folks. Ansgar. Ansgar wins the Elimination Chamber and will face Mordecai next week. The winner of that match will be the #1 contender for the HWA title. And once I get this next match started, I'm going to disappear for just a couple of minutes while it's loading, and I will be right back. But once again, your Insanity #1 contender is Ansgar. Alright, while this is loading, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. And there are the ladies that will be in this match. You have Ann, Bonnie, Crazy Lady, Jezebel, myself, Wrestling Mama, Enchanted Raven, and Missy Canuck. Well, I didn't kick you out. Not too bad so far. Just over 2 hours, 15 minutes. I'm sorry to hear that, Jake. Oh, that's a very nasty computer you have then, D. And he's saying ABJ for the win. I'm not quite sure who ABG is. Could be Ann Bonnie, but I don't know where the J comes in, so. Anybody but Jezebel. I should have known that. Oh, making her way to the ring first is Wrestling Mama. Sporting her new attire. Hello, Shivar. Welcome to the chat. Well, thank you, D-Train. Of course, that is just her entrance attire. She has something a little bit different in the ring. You are welcome. Thank you for joining us. And making her way to the ring next, the one that D-Train does not want to see win this. She is Jezebel. And Jake is calling for Missy for the win. Does that surprise anyone? Yeah, I'm sure you did, D, but she made it into a pod. I've got a feeling Missy will be one starting. It wouldn't surprise me if it was her and Ann. As many of you may know, Missy Canuck and Ann Bonnie are tag team. We've seen them a little earlier in action. Okay, she's finally in her pod. Now, making her way to the ring, our third competitor for this is Crazy Lady. Of course she got a pod. And she is sporting a belt that is not really hers. I made a mistake, but it will be rectified. That should be Dakota's belt. Or the Insanity Women's Championship. And Jake says his laptop hates him. Well, yeah, we could try that, D-Train. I'm not sure how well it would work, but we could try. And I don't know why the belts do that every time they go to hand them to the ref. And it's not just this show. I've seen it on other shows, too. And the fourth competitor, the final lady. Oh! What a shock. Making her way to the ring. She is none other than Missy Canuck. And yes, she is the daughter of Wrestling Mama, who you seen make an entrance just a little while ago. John is calling for me for the win. Why, thank you, John. Yes, Thief, Crazy Raven, and Ann starting. Yes, Ann and Raven. And there is Raven sporting her half of the Tag Team Championship belts. She is Raven in the, the Enchanted Raven. And Jake is saying, Missy, Missy, Missy. Yeah, Jan's gonna sneak in the chamber and win. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, let me go check. No. Bad Jan is the champion. So I don't know what good it would do her to sneak in there and win it when she's already got it. And the final member to make her way down to the ring. She is half of the Fatal Beauties. She is Ann Bonnie. Chance is calling for the ref for the win. So there you have it, folks. All 6 ladies are in the chamber. And we are about to get this started. And there's the bell. And goes over, grabs Raven. Then jumps up on her and does a neck scissor takedown. Kicks her in the head. Waits. And runs over to the ring, to the ropes, comes back with a knee to the face, and a takedown. And takes the protection off of the turnbuckle, goes back over, picks up Raven, throws her into the ropes, comes back to bear hug, but Raven reverses, picks up and back slams her onto the mat. Kicks her in the back. Picks her up. Throws her into the ropes. Oh, comes back with a big takedown on Ann. 2, 3. Forearms to the back. Picks up Ann. Ann reverses. Big punch to the face. Raven reverses. Picks up Ann and slams her onto the mat. Picks up Ann. 10 seconds, our next competitor will be entering. Face plants her and then works on that arm. 2, 1, and let's see who it will be. It will be Missy. She steps into the ring, Raven steps out, Missy punches her in the face, steps back out. Raven gives her a couple kicks, and comes over, gets out of the ring, grabs Raven from behind, spins her around, and tosses her into the cage. And then into the pod, and Missy works on her, and then Ann grabs Missy, but Missy reverses. And Ann reverses. And these two are going back and forth with reversals. But then Raven comes over, grabs Ann, pulls her arm behind her, headlocks her, and slams her down. Missy grabs Raven. Waits too long, but does a big kick to the chest of Raven. Missy goes back to work on Ann, pulling her up, and head slamming her into the mat, and goes over to hit Raven, but Raven reverses, throws Missy back into the ring, climbs into the ring. 10 seconds, our next competitor will be in. Raven picks up Missy and tosses her. Ann chills in the corner. Raven gets in the other corner, panders to the fans while Missy crawls to get up, but Ann comes over and kicks her. Picks her up, and Mama comes in. Forearm to the face of Raven, picks her up, and slams Missy's back into the top turnbuckle. Ann's got Missy up and slams her down. Mama's working on Raven. She's going up to the second rope. Big 360 senton. Kicks to the chest of Raven, and again. Pulls her up, and both forearms to the back of Raven. Mama goes over, grabs Missy, pulls her up. Missy reverses Mama. Raven reverses Ann, but punches her in the face. Missy is working on Mama. Has her in a headlock. Well, then a takedown by Missy. Big forearm to the back. Oh, Ann's on top of the pod. Big Oh, big splash and misses. Missy then grabs Raven. Raven reverses, puts Missy over on her back. And we are waiting to see who comes in next. It will be Crazy Lady. Mama throws Ann out of the ring. And reverses with several kicks. Mama grabs the leg and forearms it, picks up Ann and backbreaker. Raven comes out, grabs Mama, throws her into the pod. Then Crazy Lady comes out, and Raven gets distracted and goes after her. Mama is waiting for Ann to get up. Finally pulls her up. Gets her in a butterfly. Picks her up. And just throws her. And she grabs Raven and throws her back into the ring. Pulls her up. Does the sunset flip. Powerbomb. Then rolls Raven over. Goes for a pin. 1, 2. And a kick out by Raven. Ten seconds and our final competitor will be in. Mama has Missy up and slams her down. Goes out, gets on the top rope. 360. Frog splash. 1, 2, 3. And Mama eliminates Missy. And our final competitor, Jezebel, is now in. We still have 5 ladies going at it, folks. Ann and Crazy Lady, Mama and Raven and Jezebel. Jezebel goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Jezebel eliminates Raven. Awesome. All Mama's work. But Mama throws Jezebel into the pod. Oh, and it spears her right through it. Fans going crazy. Big forearm takedown by Ann on Crazy Lady. Kick to the face. Mama's got a hold of Jezebel by the boots, dragging her out of the pod. Back out onto the floor. She goes for the cover. 1. And a kick out by Jezebel. Mama kicks her in the back. Ann steps out of the ring, and Mama goes after Ann, throws her into the cage. Picks her up, and slams her back, running right into the cage. Jezebel is now inside with Crazy Lady, and Mama's doing the moonwalk. Crazy Lady steps out of the ring, kicks Ann. Mama runs over finally, gets back in the ring, goes over. Forearm smashes Jezebel, picks her up. Clotheslines her onto the ropes. And Crazy Lady was going for a pin, but only 2. Jawbreaker reversal by Jezebel, kick to Mama. Several kicks to the chest. And a big kick to the side of the face. And throws Crazy Lady back into the ring. Jezebel goes to kick Mama but misses. And grabs her, puts her in a headlock and does a forearm on the back. Oh, I'm not sure what happened. Sorry, my light got distracted for a minute. And I can't. Mama just got kicked, I believe, by Crazy Lady while Ann was running back and forth. She's going for a pin, but gave it up. Crazy Lady working on Mama. She does a sunset flip, holds it for a pin. 1, 2, and Mama reverses. 1, 2, and 3. Mama eliminates Crazy Lady. I think Mama is starting to get pissed with all her losses. Mama does the work, but Ann covers. 1, 2, 3, and Ann eliminates Jezebel. There you go, D-Train. Now it is down to Mama and Ann. Ann has Mama, picks her up and slams her. Now she jumps out of the ring and climbs to the top rope. Alright, Mama catches Ann. Turns her around and face plants her into the top turnbuckle. She goes to kick Ann, but Ann catches it. Works her way up. Flips Mama down. I am surprised Mama's made it this far in this match. I gotta admit that. Ann goes for a kick, misses. Mama goes for a punch, misses. Ann grabs Mama, throws her into the turnbuckle, or into the corner. Mama reverses, picks her up, and slams her. Grabs her by the head, pulls her to her feet. Sunset powerbomb. And your winner, oh my God, Wrestling Mama. Sorry folks, I was not expecting that. Wow. That was a great match by all the ladies involved. And there she is, folks. The Insanity #1 contender for the HWA Championship is Wrestling Mama. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. And Miss You Taker, it's great to see you here. All right, folks. Moving right along. Our next match will be for the Tag Team Championship. It will be the Vicious Vixens, which are myself and Bubs the Rebel. Oops, sorry. That was a mistake on my part. Bubs taking on the Enchanted Raven and Susie the Elf, who are the champs. Will they retain, or will the Vicious Vixens finally get back what they lost some weeks ago? Thank you, Bagwell. D says the temporary champions, just holding it till the Fabulous Twins take it. Well, D, I will tell you this. They did have a shot once before at those titles, but could not finish the job. So we will see. That's okay, Miss You Taker. I understand. And saying that, next week, Mrs. You Taker's new tag team will debut. So she may be feeling a little bit different after next week when she's cheering on these champions. No, you didn't escort them for that. Not for that match. You did not escort them to the ring, D. I don't know why they blamed you for that loss, because you were nowhere around. All right, here we go. Let's get down to ringside and get these entrances in. Tate said he's not going to take sides on this one. Well, making their way to the rings, they are the Vicious Vixens. They are Bubs and Wrestling Mama, and they are also Kindred. I'm sure it is, D-Train. I'm sure it is. There they are, ladies and gentlemen, the Vicious Vixens. And making their way to the ring now are your current tag team champions. The reason why they do not have the belts is because they are hanging over the ring. But they are the Enchanted Raven and Susie the Elf. First match to see if the titles will change hands this week as they did last week, or if these people that have them will be able to retain. Yes, it is, Susie. I agree 100%. And there they are, the titles themselves. And all four ladies are in the ring. And there's the bell. And of course, Raven and Mama go after each other. Susie goes after Elf. Or Bubs goes after Elf, excuse me. Plants her into the mat. Bubs pulls her up. Mama's got Raven up and slams her. And Bubs does a backbreaker and stretches Susie out. Oh, Mama does a big 360 off the second rope onto Raven. Slams her arm into the ring. Bubs is telling Susie to get to her feet. Mama's got her in a headlock and it comes with a forearm to the back of the head. Picks her up, but Raven reverses. Takes Mama down. Mama rolls to the apron. Susie reverses on Bubs, takes her down, and she rolls to the apron. And both Mama and Bubs are laying on the outside. Raven and Susie come to the outside. Raven grabs Mama, pulls her up. Picks her up, but Mama reverses. Gets her in a headlock and takes her down. Susie has a hold of the ladder. Puts it in the ring. Bubs forearms across the back of Susie, picks her up. But Susie reverses and rolls her over. Mama is still working on Raven, but gets in. Grabs the ladder. The hell is she doing? Setting it up on the ropes. Oh my God, what is she doing? She runs up and, oh, big splash off the top of the apron, or the ladder onto Raven. Gets up and kicks her. Susie goes in. Mama forearms Raven across the back. And here comes Susie with the same move. These friggin' women are crazy. Big neck scissor takedown by Mama on Raven. Susie is waiting for Bubs to get up. Big boot to the gut by Mama on Raven. Bubs reverses on Susie, but gets caught by a clothesline. Big tilt-a-whirl throw by Mama. Raven kicks that knee. Bubs slams Elf into the mat, ass first, and then does a double knee into her ribs. And kicks her chest. Mama is up on her feet in the ring. Tell me she's grabbing the ladder. I believe she's going to set it up. And she does. And up the ladder she goes. Raven's down. Bubs is in control of Susie. And she's going for them belts. Raven gets to her feet and runs really fast to get into the ring. Bubs sees her. Goes in behind her. Grabs her and pushes her while Mama's still working on the belt. Susie's getting to her feet. Elbow by Bubs. Sending Raven out of the ring. Susie's back in the ring trying to work hit the back of Mama. Bubs is back in the ring, but she's not paying attention. Now she does. She kicks Susie and takes her down. Mama goes back to work on the belt. Picks Susie up. Throws her onto the apron. But Susie reverses. Jumps back in. Takes Bubs down. But that's too late. Mama has the belt, and the Vicious Vixens are your HWA Tag Team Champions. And that match was crazy, I'm sorry. And them women jumping off of the top of that ladder onto them opponents. Oh my God, it's crazy. And Mama is happy to have that belt back in her hands once again. And we are going to the next match. Better than... Thank you, Miss U-Taker. Thank you, D-Train. Yeah, I don't know. Mama was losing like crazy, and has been for quite some time, but she seems to have gotten upset about that, I believe. But now we move on. That's okay, Pete. I knew what you meant. Better than the alternative. And Daniel Dino is calling for the Twins for the win, which he means Ansgar and Enoch, also known as the Circle. And they are taking on the current champs, Bad Attitude, which consists of Fred, Star, and John the Revelator. And D-Train is calling for the Vikings, which again would be the Circle. And Pete, thank you for being here. I think she'll be alright there, Zerk. Yes, I hope everyone is enjoying the show too. And Zerk is going for the Vikings also. So it looks like all around everyone is going for the Vikings. D-Train said sorry, Circle Jerks for the win. And of course, I try not to be biased, but I'm not going to lie, I do not want to see the titles change hands here. I want to see Bad Attitudes retain. And Pete said this episode was brought to you by his Hang Tang. Dang, when you're in need of Jesus juice, check him out. Welcome back, Michael Jackson. Alright, let's make our way down to the ring. Okay, this is the fourth match, and we will only have 2 more after this. So it should not be an extremely long show, but at least it's a show. Well, I try not to be too biased, but yes, I am at times. And making their way to the ring, they are the Circle. They are Ansgar and Enoch, and Ansgar is in the green and Enoch is in the blue. Just in case you were wondering which was which. I know they have a little bit different of a look right now than what you're used to seeing them with. But this was done so that we can tell them apart. However, if you look at their asses, both of their names are written on their asses. So it shouldn't be too hard to tell them apart now. Take care, Miss U-Taker. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated. Who is Cole? I'm sorry, I don't know who Cole is. But I will say these two are looking a little meaner than they used to. I think Jake meant you take her there, but he said, why take her? Well, that is a heck of an entrance. Oh no, I can't be nobody named Cole. I'm a female. And making their way to the ring now is your current HWA Tag Team Champions. They are Bad Attitudes. And why the hell are they wearing the belts? They should be hanging above the ring. Maybe I forgot to set it. But I thought I did. Anyhow, that is Bad Attitudes. Fred Starr and John the Revelator. And in case you can't tell them apart, my buddy is the one that's a little bit shorter. And he is Fred. That's alright. I will go in, if the circle wins, I will go in and award them the titles. Thank you, Daniel Dino. All of them were created by Uncommitted with a little help from me, except for the one that is now being used as the Asylum Women's Championship. That one was created solely by me. And at the end of the broadcast, I can go in and show all of you the belt. I'm sure most of the women would really like to get a good look at it. I definitely must have forgot to hit title, but I thought I did. And Pete says, Viking Horde, the circle for the win. And we are off. Enoch slams Fred, and John slams Ansgar. Then Fred reverses with a forearm takedown on Enoch. John, ooh, top of the head right into the mat. Ansgar, a forearm takedown on John, and Fred is still going to work on Ansgar. Face plant into the mat. John rolls out of the ring, and here we have only one ladder, but it should be okay. The last one with only one ladder went fine. Better than no ladders at all. Then we know we have a problem. Big slam by Ansgar on John on the outside of the ring, and Fred is still going to work on Enoch inside of the ring, but Enoch finally reverses. But then John comes right back, or Fred comes right back. Damn, why do I keep calling him John? Ansgar with a forearm takedown on Fred. But John is working on Ansgar on the outside. Fred and Enoch are on the inside. Oh, big toss of John by Ansgar. And a big back slam by Enoch on Fred. And a reversal by John. Cassie said, go Bad Attitudes. And welcome, Griff. Nice to see you. And he's saying, let's go, Kindred. And John is working on Ansgar on the outside. Fred does a leg sweep reversal on Enoch, kicks him in the back. John slams Ansgar into the barricade and then hits him with several punches. Picks him up, head slams him right into the mat, while Fred face plants Enoch. John waits for Ansgar to get up, butterflies him, takes him down. But Enoch has reversed on Fred on the inside. Big boot by Jon. Fred reversed. Big takedown by Fred on Enoch. Jon takes down Ansgar. Enoch gets up, gets back to his feet into the ring. Jon gets him, and Jon reverses, takes him, face plants him into the mat. Jon goes to get the ladder, gets it into the ring. Forearm takedown by Fred on Enoch. Ansgar is back into the ring now. Jon folds the ladder back up and smashes Ansgar in the face with it, causing him to bleed. Then Jon throws the ladder out. Fred climbs out, grabs the ladder, puts it back in the ring. Jon's waiting. Oh! Fred hit Ansgar with the ladder, or Enoch with the ladder when Jon was going to jump on him. Oh, big takedown of Fred by Ansgar. Enoch takes down Jon. Another takedown by Ansgar of Fred. Both men are getting to their feet and getting kicked. Enoch sends Jon into the corner, while Ansgar slams Fred into the mat again. Now Ansgar grabs the ladder. Sets it up. Jon's face planted into the mat. Ansgar is up that ladder. Oh! Takedown by Enoch. Hit the ladder and knocked his brother right out of the ring. So Fred and Enoch are fighting over the ladder. Fred wins and then smacks Enoch with it and then hits him with it. Now he sets it up. Jon's back to his feet. Jon goes up the ladder. Fred's keeping watch. Grabs Enoch. Picks him up and throws him over the top rope. And punches him. Climbs out onto the apron. Grabs him. Slams him right down onto the apron while Ansgar is up the ladder punching Jon. Fred's back in. He goes up behind Ansgar and hits him after he throws Jon off the ladder. Fred goes up, pulls Ansgar down, slams him headfirst into the mat. Jon and Enoch are starting to get to their feet on the outside. Clothesline takedown by Fred. Enoch is up to his feet. Jon's still trying to get up. Ansgar is down, but Jon's up the ladder working on the case. Enoch hits him. Jon comes down the ladder a little, but then goes right back up, starts working on the case. He's got Enoch behind him. Ansgar coming up in front of him. And now Jon sneaks in, but Fred gets thrown down. He climbs back into the ring, grabs Enoch, throws him out of the ring. Jon is working on Ansgar, who is working on the case. He tries to kick Jon, but missed. He comes down. Fred takes down Enoch. Now Jon has a hold of Ansgar, but Ansgar reverses. I don't know what he did there, but he's hurt himself. The ladder goes down. Jon is up on the second rope and takes him down. Now he grabs that ladder. Sets it up. Back up the ladder he goes. Ansgar is down. Fred has Enoch on the outside. They both get back in the ring. Enoch grabs Fred from behind and throws him out of the ring. Jon's still working on the case, but Enoch is heading up the ladder. Jon sees him, grabs him into a headlock, goes up, and takes him down. But then Ansgar grabs Jon, pulls him up, slams him onto the mat. Fred is up to his knees. Titles could change hands here, people. Jon is climbing for the ropes, getting to his feet. Ansgar's working on that case. Fred gets back into the ring. Jon goes behind Ansgar. Fred goes up the ladder. Fred is took Ansgar down. He goes up, works on the case while Jon is working on Enoch on the... Fred's working on the case, and Jon is trying to control both the guys. But Ansgar knocks the ladder out from underneath the Fred. Catches Fred and slams him onto the mat. Jon grabs the ladder. Him and Ansgar fight over. Ansgar gets the ladder. Smacks Jon, causing him to bleed. Sets the ladder up. Jon is getting to his feet slowly. So is Enoch. Fred's still sitting on the outside. Jon's up. But it's too late. The winners of this match and your new tag team champions are the Circle. So far, folks, we have had 2 titles change hands, and we have 2 yet to go. And Fred said it's all out war now. It was a hell of a match, though. So, we had the Vicious Vixens take the women's tag belts. And the Circle take the men's. What do you mean, not a good night for Kindred? Like I said, the Vicious Vixens just won the female tag team belts. So the female tag team belts are in the control of Kindred, Griftier. And this next title could come to Kindred if it changes hands. We have the men's HWA Championship title. And we have Jon the Revelator taking on Chance Harper. Yes, apparently you did miss that. And the match right before that you missed too then, which was me winning the Elimination Chamber for the #1 contender for Insanity. So Kindred hasn't had such a bad night after all, babe. Now, earlier you seen Jon win this #1 contender shot. So let's see if he can go all the way and take the title from Chance. Yeah, well, sorta. I mean, Jon's got this #1 contender shot, won this #1 contender shot, and he could become the HWA Men's Champion right here. So not so bad. All right. Let's see if we can skip this woman. There we go. Okay. Making his way to the ring. He is half of Bad Attitudes, which I will have to change the belt because they did just lose them. He is Jon the Revelator, trying to win the HWA Championship here. And after this, we only have one final match, which will be the Women's HWA Championship match. And then we will return Saturday at 2 o'clock, as usual, for Asylum. Later, Jake. Thanks for the time you were here. Okay. And making his way to the ring, he is a member of the Bloodyard crew. He is the current HWA Men's Champion, Chance Harper. And he did just win that belt last week. So let's see if he can retain. And we have two ladders this time. Yeehaw. I just got a message that Ed's going live any minute, but I am not going to finish this now, just when there's only these two matches left, so I will complete this show. And there is the title, folks. The HWA Men's Championship title. And there's the bell. Chance gets out of the ring right away. Jon follows him out. Smacks Chance so hard he falls over the barricade. Seriously, guys. And a big forearm. Another forearm. Forearm to the back. A kick. I guess these guys don't want to fight in the ring. A reversal by Chance. And I'll try my best to call the action, but the lights are in my way. Okay, now we're back in sight. Forearm to the back. Chance blocks, reverses. Block, punch. Forearm to the back. Jon reverses. Forearm to the face, and kick, and back into the lights they go. Okay. Spins him around, punches him in the face. Another punch to the face. And back in the lights. Oh, missed that. Oh, reversal by Chance. Oh. Headbutt to the back of the head twice. Elbows to the back by Jon on Chance. Big punch to the face. Chance blocks. Punches him. Elbow to the gut. Big headbutt to the back of Chance. And back into the lights they go. Oh, big uppercut by Jon. Forearm by Chance, and another uppercut by Jon. Punch to the face by Jon. Oh, another big uppercut. Forearm to the face. Another forearm to the face. Oh, big uppercut by Chance. Jon slams him into the box. Picks him up and slams him. And they're just going back and forth trading punches, and reversal by Chance slams Jon down onto the mat. Then he runs. Looks like he's heading back to the ring. Over the barricade. Grabs the ladder, folds it up. Jon's heading to the ring. Over the barricade. Runs into the ring. Chance has a ladder set up, but that's about it. Grabs Chance, lifts him up, and slams him right into the ladder. Picks up the ladder. Sets it up. And heads up the ladder. Chance is back up to his feet. Jon does grab the belt and start to work on it, but he sees Chance coming. Oh, but Chance gets him in a headlock. Oh, and misses and slams himself onto the ring. Jon goes up to the top of the ladder. Big knee to the gut of Chance, then goes right back up the ladder. Grabs a hold of that belt and starts working on it. Chance is climbing to the corner, using the ropes to get up. Jon's still working on that belt. Welcome back, Cassie. Chance is up the other side, punches Jon in the gut twice, 3 times, 4 times. Jon lets go of the belt, but slams Chance head into the top of the ladder, causing him to bleed, and then knocks him off onto the floor. Goes back to work on that championship. Jon wants this title. Chance is still on his back on the floor. And there you have it, folks. The new HWA champion, Jon the Revelator. And there are some replays of the match. It was, Griff, it was utter domination. But then again, it was a Kindred member, so it's not surprising. There he is, once again, folks, your new HWA champion, Jon the Revelator. And on to our final match. And our final match is for the HWA Women's Champion. And we have Speranza taking on Bad Jan. Will Bad Jan be able to retain, or will Speranza become the new champion? So far today, all of the belts have changed hands. Will this trend continue, or will Bad Jan put a stop to it? We will find out here in just a few moments. And then following that match, I will show the new women's title. And I will be off air until Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And once again, I want to thank you all for listening, and I'm going to give a few quick shout-outs. Pillar to Post, hosted by Pete Wall. Blaised Radio, hosted by Blaze McCoy and Rex Rapolsky. Elite Xtreme Women, hosted by Susie the Elf. Maverick Championship Wrestling, hosted by D-Train and Josh. Sports Lounge Studios, hosted by Doug and Ed. Midwest Pro Wrestling, hosted by Bombpop Overdrive, also known as Mark. Underground Circus, hosted by Yeti. Raging Chaos, which will be coming to us soon, hosted by Frozen Rage. Malicious Intent Wrestling, hosted by Chance, also known as Malice. Extreme Violence Wrestling, hosted by Tyler Black. Ben Wall's channel and Dave Wall's channel, check them out. P1 Gaming and Broken Gaming channel, which is hosted by Twitch. Valkyries of Wrestling, which is hosted by Blade Charge. PPF Gamer, and again, don't forget, 10 p.m. on Saturdays, you can hear Lord Amadeus live on the radio for After Hours. Thank you, and let's get to the match. Yes, there may be some that I forgot. I can't remember every single one all the time. I do try, but... Alright. And you are welcome, Pete. Making her way to the ring, she is Speranza. Yes, I do have a long-ass list of other ones to read off. And I try not to forget anyone. Griff said this is the battle of the soccer moms. But making her way to the ring now is the current HWA HWA Total Bitches Champion. She is Bad Jan. Will she manage to retain that title? Or will Speranza take it away from her? We are about to find out. I can see you doing that, Zerk. And then running it over a few times with a tank. And there it is, folks. The title. HWA Total Bitches Championship. And there's the bell. And we got one ladder, but it should work. Bad Jan shoves Speranza into the corner, but Speranza reverses, kicks the back of the leg of Bad Jan. Jan turns and reverses. But Speranza reverses and does a head scissor takedown. Throws Speranza into the corner. But Speranza, fireman's carry reversal. Jan throws Speranza into the ropes but misses her move. But gets it this time. Jan reverses on Speranza, takes her down. Picks her up and slams her into the mat. Picks her up once again. Goes for a forearm. Leg sweep and takes her down. And grabs her head and just pounds it into the mat 3 times. Gets her up. and slams her backwards into the mat head first. Then she goes over and does some push-ups to show off. Would you check out Bad Jan? Extreme recycling. Ronda has reversed on Jan and is in charge now. Throws Jan into the ropes. Big kick to the chest on the way back. Pulls Jan up. Up on her shoulders. Next is her takedown. Jawbreaker reversal by Jan. Forearm to the face. Waits for Speranza to get to her feet. Comes up behind her, picks her up. Stretches her over her shoulders and down. Breaking that back. And there goes Jan. Up to the top rope. Telling Speranza to get to her feet. Speranza catches her. Throws her up on her shoulder and then drops her onto the ropes. And here goes Speranza up to the top rope. I think that was supposed to be an elbow drop, but she also hurt herself. Kicks her, then goes back up to that top rope. Big backdrop onto Jan. Waits once again for her to get to her feet. And there goes those several kicks to each side. And here comes the big one to the side of her head. Knocking her down. And Speranza goes over to the corner and panders to the fans, catching her breath. It's down. Ladies, let's not forget this is a ladder match. Jan reverses. But Speranza reverses and takes her down. Voodoo Kitty Bomb. Jan reverses, takes Speranza down. Heads out of the ring, grabs the ladder, pushes it into the ring. Takes it over and smacks Speranza with it. Up the ladder she goes. Working on that belt. While Speranza is in the corner catching her breath. Finally, she comes out. Punches Jan in the ass. Then again. And again. Jan's still working on that belt. And again she punches her. Finally Jan starts to come down the ladder. But Speranza grabs her from behind and flips her down onto the mat. Picks her up. And throws her into the corner. Shoulder to the gut. Knocks down the ladder and big kick to the face. Another big kick to the face. Running back and forth from corner to corner, kicking her in the face. Now she grabs the ladder. Sets it up. And up the ladder she goes. Jan is still down. Oh, she's on the top of the ladder. Big splash onto the chest of Jan. Jan gets up and reverses. Then Speranza reverses. There goes those kicks again. And Jan is down. Speranza goes up the ladder and grabs the belt. She is working on that belt. Jan is crawling over to the ropes. Will she be in time? Gets up to her feet. Up the ladder she goes. Punches Speranza, but misses the second one, and Speranza reverses with several punches. But Jen counters. Backhand chops. Several. Grabs Speranza and throws her off the ladder. Goes up, grabs that belt. She's working on the belt. Speranza's down on the mat. Not making any movement as of yet. And Bad Jen retains her title. She is the only one today that retains. So congratulations to you, Bad Jen. That title is yours for another week at least. Alright folks, I want to thank you all for tuning in and listening and watching. Appreciate everyone being here. As soon as it's over, I will go and show the new title, and then I will be out of here. Daniel says, yes, he can't wait for Saturday's show. Well, there she is, folks. The HWA Total Bitch Champion. Alright. Later, Zerk. Thanks for being here. Alright. Leave universe. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, wait a minute. I know there's a way to zoom in. There we go. That is the new Asylum Amazon title. And as I stated earlier in the show, all of the other titles, except for this one, were designed by Uncommitted with a little help from me. This one was totally designed by me. So there it is. And once again, I want to thank you all for listening. And I will see you Saturday. I am out of here.